Keys to Self-Love by Dr. MYLES Munroe. Hello everyone, if you're here, it means you like Dr. MYLES Munroe. Our job here is to share simple messages. Today, we are talking about his message on the topic, Keys to Self-Love. The most important relationship is the relationship with yourself. Many people are very much interested in fixing and maintaining the relationship between them and other people. This is mostly because they are looking for approval. It is very important to be single. To be the single person that created. Singleness is the foundation of every other relationship that you will have in life. The better you are at being single, the better your relationships with others will be. Intrapersonal relationships should get more important to you than interpersonal relationships. The first person you should be interested in knowing is yourself before others. Self-knowledge is the key to every relationship. You should know your strengths and weaknesses. Know what you have to manage so that you do not blame your excesses on other people. The most important person for you to love is yourself. If you cannot love yourself, then you cannot love another. It can be quite difficult to love yourself on your own sometimes because of the imperfection of man. You look at you and you see reasons why you should not love you. The mistakes you see on your body, the errors you keep making every day, the faults in your character and the many others which you can name. But you need to love yourself for you to even achieve the success you are looking forward to. Jesus came to earth and simplified all the laws and commandments into two. Love God with all your heart, mind and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. You cannot love another if you do not love you. When you love God, you will love yourself, and only then can you love another person. One of the keys to loving yourself is by self-discovery. You cannot really love someone you don't know. The better you know someone, the easier it will be for you to love them. This principle applies even to loving oneself. To better know yourself, you have to discover your source. You have to know where you come from. You cannot successfully love yourself if you do not know where you are coming from. Source determines value. For example, picking up a rock from anywhere, washing it and breaking it doesn't change the fact that it is still just a rock. On the other hand, picking up a diamond and splitting it doesn't change the fact that it is a diamond and that every piece of it is valuable. No matter how you break it, its value does not change. It is important to know where you are from and how much you are worth in order to love yourself. Valuable things are always loved. Besides, whether you love a diamond or not, its value does not change. When you know your value and worth, you do not depend on external factors. You do not become a fashion freak because you know your value doesn't depend on wearing the latest design in town and so on. There are a lot of people who go around wearing and doing things they don't like, but because they believe it increases their value, they go for it anyways just to find love and approval. When you love yourself, you will not be a slave to anything just to get love. Another way to achieve self-love is by telling yourself things which boost your confidence. When you wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror and appreciate your own beauty. Do not depend on other people to appreciate you, to approve you or tell you your worth. Discover it for yourself and confess it till you believe it and it begins to show on the outside of you. If you allow people to paint you, you will be toast. They will always give you a tainted image of yourself. Many parents and even others scold people who talk about themselves. We have been taught that talking about yourself is pride. They see talking about yourself to be bad character. And this has been one of the sources of low self-esteem over the years in so many people. They felt good about themselves and spoke out how they feel about themselves and were scolded. Then they retreated into a shell filled with negative feelings about themselves. Jesus always spoke about himself in a powerful and positive way that it annoyed the Pharisees. The good thing is he did not give in to them and lower his self-esteem. He continued speaking to the very end because he knew his source and his value and didn't need anyone's confirmation. His knowledge of himself was sufficient for him. Jesus never spoke negative about himself. Neither did he ever accept anybody's opinion of him. When you have your own picture of you, you don't need their approval. If you don't know who you are, people will tell you, and most of the time, it'll be a lie. When you have a clear identity of yourself, you will fall in love with yourself. The world's definition of love is very tainted and selfish. So you have to love yourself first because you can be hurt at any time by the people around you who say they love you. One of the reasons why people get depresses after a relationship separation is, they did love their own self to begin with. They depended on the other person to love them, and now that the person is gone, the love is gone too. If you loved yourself in the first place, you will be okay after the breakup because you will still have yourself to bounce back to. Be your own first lover. It'll save you a lot of stress. Thank you for watching. We hope you've been blessed by this video. If you felt encouraged, please share with others who might equally find it encouraging. And also subscribe for regular updates.